Jaret Patterson out of Buffalo.
I like Jaret Patterson.
I offered some good up. I was like, this guy offers some good upside. And then he told me he was 5'6". And I'm like, what the f? I mean,
this is the Nerd Herd Show. You're okay.
We're doing it on YouTube though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll edit that out.
This is eventually going to be on YouTube.
Guys, it just, I don't know, man. For you to have, so this is a guy where
he's 5'6", 195
he's a dog, right?
pounds.
He doesn't fumble.
For 5'6", that's quite a bit of weight.
That's thick, and he looks it too.
Yeah, he does. Dude, his lateral agility, beautiful, dude. His jump cut, absolutely
He is a fine jump cut.
He adds some thump to his size, right? Like, so I'm surprised he was 5'6". I mean, his contact balance is pretty nice for being 5'6". Arm tackles, hard to bring him down for being 5'6". His arm tackles are pretty solid. I mean, this guy, he'll run over a cornerback. Like, he's not scared of that.
I think he's got pretty good vision for somebody that's 5'6".
Right, which is tough to do.
Which is hard to see. But like how, like, so he's not going to be very like good in behind the line of scrimmage. But like, how's the quarterback going to see him when he's 5'6"? And okay, I know what you're going to say, Tariq Cohen, but like. Even Tariq Cohen had one good year. And
Tariq Cohen catches passes. This guy.
So this is the weird anomaly with Jaret Patterson.
How many passes has Jaret Patterson caught?
Zero this year.
In 2020. In 2020. Before that, he had like 13. But they just didn't throw the ball to the running backs at all. Like, that was just not a priority.
And dude, the guy has some good production, but he plays at Buffalo too. So you could be a 5'6"
good
dog.
Good production. He led the nation in yards per game. 178.7.
How many touchdowns did he have in that Kent State game? Did you guys see that?
Kent State.
How about 8 touchdowns?
8 touchdowns. Yeah,
against Kent State.
He had 19 total this past year in 6 games.
They use his all 5'6" of them as much as they could. There's not another running back that had more usage than him than Chuba Hubbard. Well, nobody. Yeah. I mean, dude, I don't know. It's just. Guys, I don't know. Like, when I watch him, he's a fun player to watch. Let's put it that way. He's a very fun college player to watch. He's talented. He's a very good college football player. I just don't see Jaret Patterson.
I feel like Javonte Williams got shot with a shrink ray and out popped Jaret Patterson.
I don't hate that. Actually.
I mean, he's a very tough runner, but again, he was a very tough runner at Buffalo. Like,
You know who else was?
He's not gonna be as tough in the NFL. He's 5'6", guys. It's just not gonna translate.
Maurice Jones-Drew was not that much bigger.
I think he was 5'7".
Yeah, but Maurice Jones-Drew was 240 pounds.
He was probably
he was like 225.
I was gonna say he was probably 220 in his heyday. Yeah,
and he wasn't 5'6".
He was 5'6" or 5'7". MJD.
Yeah, I think he was 5. He might have been 5'8", 5'7", 5'8", but still, at that point.
Well, when I thought Jaret Patterson was 5'8", I was intrigued just like you guys. When you told me he was 5'6", I'm out, Jerry. I'm out.
Here's the thing with Jaret Patterson. He has some incredible feet. His feet are always moving. Mm-hmm. And at times I almost...
So was Fred Flintstone.
And see how fast he was?
Yeah.
He got a whole car moving.
Yeah, for the love.
So one of the things that I saw, it actually at first started concerning me before I really looked into it, because I was like, does he take 1,000,000 steps to make a cut? Like, that's concerning. Mm-hmm. And the more I looked at this, no, he's just his feet can't stop moving. Like, they are always churning, always going, but he can make a guy miss on a dime. And he has a great feel for that zone scheme that they were running. He's in and out, followed his blocks really, really well, got upfield. The feel that he has and his feet with it just all moved like a symphony.
Quick as a hiccup as well. I mean, I love everything you're saying there. I've seen the exact same stuff that you've seen there. And if it wasn't for his size, and I'd be all in it. You know what I mean? Like, sure. You're saying you're all out. I'm not all out on this guy.
No. I'm not. Listen, I'm
you
not
sound
all out.
Very all out.
He's 5'6".
I wish I could see him catch passes. Like, literally, I wish I could just see it.
What's the zero catching ability that we know of?
I actually went back and watched 2019 tape because I like this kid.
Yeah.
I went back and watched him, and he passes the pass fail.
Okay,
There's
right.
nothing like spectacular about it.
That helps then.
But he passes the pass fail. Like he caught it naturally with his hands. Like it wasn't like basket catches.
Does he
I
have
liked his
6-inch
tape.
hands, or how big are? Can we get a tape measure out on this guy?
He's got 10 thumbs. Listen, I like this tape with you. I see what you guys see.
Yeah.
The guy was he arm tackles, contact balance. He was a hard person.
He
to
gets
tackle.
lost behind the line. All that.
I mean,
good
it's easy
stuff
when you go
that
tackle him. You grab
yeah.
his helmet to grab his midsection, and you're just swinging, grabbing air, right?
And he plays low to the ground as well, which also probably helps him out.
Which helps as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
His pad level is very low.
Very low.
he gets all the way down to 4'11", right? So I mean,
I'm still laughing about Fred Flintstone.
he's a very interesting prospect. He offers some upside. I'm willing to gamble on him, but probably honestly not till like the 4th round. Like it's just, he's 5'6".
I get that. I mean, it is very few and far between that a 5'6" individual alone can make it in the NFL. You know what I mean? So it is very hard to do.
He's I love him to dominate the CFL, the XFL. He'd be a great
the CFL.
He'd be a great XFL running back because he's talented. Like he's a guy that's very talented. Just his genetics just didn't get him where he needed to be. That's all. That's all. He's not, the odds of him having any let alone NFL success at all is an outlier. To be any fantasy relevancy whatsoever is slim to none.
So you keep saying you don't hate this guy, and you said the fantasy relevance slim to none. You hate him, Rich.
How small?
I don't hate him.
How small is Boston Scott?
I like him.
Boston Scott is also 5'6".
Yeah. I was
Oh
gonna
yeah.
say.
How many free agent waiver wires is Boston Scott on?
But I'm saying all right, is Tariq Cohen?
Hey, let's talk about
Boston Scott actually had some really decent games.
Boston Scott, Tariq Cohen,
Yeah.
Darren
And
Sproles,
then by
all
the time-
5'6". None of them weighed as much as he does.
Darren Sproles is a borderline Hall of Famer. Listen,
Okay.
Outlier.
I'm saying it's
That's
possible.
an outlier.
I think he could be an outlier. I think
Yeah.
his tape is that good. I
Yeah.
think his feet are that good. I think his vision is
Boston
that good.
Scott
I'm with
was a
you.
hot name
I'm
for
with you.
45 seconds. He had a good game in Philly. You started him the next week. He gave you a goose egg. Then he had another good game
After
randomly.
the top 4, there's this hodgepodge of guys. Give me a guy that has this kind of upside with, as far as a pure runner,
Give me a
is
guy who's 5'7".
almost as good as any pure runner in this game. It's just he's just not as big. But as far as a pure running back, he has all of the skills you want. Like he has those.
Like any good porn star would tell you, every inch counts, and he's just not getting there.
So when
He's
we
not
get to
gonna-
Rondale
he's not
Moore, are you going to be
satisfying
all out as well?
No, because he's
Why? Because he's short.
He's a receiver.
Okay, that's actually worse. We've had more track record of success with short running backs than we have short receivers.
And-
so that's a fallacy.
And Rondale Moore, he's an outlier. He's a dog.
So that's what we just talked about is could he be an outlier? I think he could.
What NFL team is going to line a 5'6" running back behind their line?
The Eagles have done it.
Twice.
How tall is Austin Eckler?
Yeah, and guess how good they were? Terrible. Austin Eckler is like 5'9".
Okay, but at that
Dude,
point, like
there's a big difference between 5'6" and 5'9". Listen, some people can ride the roller coasters at Cedar Point, and some people can't. I don't know if Jaret Patterson can ride the roller coasters at Cedar Point. There's a difference, dude. There's a difference. I'm just telling you, there's a difference. Yes, there's short running backs in there, but that's the thing. Austin Eckler's a short running back. He's like 3 inches taller than Jaret Patterson.
But I've already named a bunch of other guys that are around the
How
same
are
height.
you gonna see
Darren
him?
Singletary is
How
right.
are you gonna
I
be
think he's 5'7", right? Devin Singletary.
I want to say he's 5'8".
How are you going to throw in the football when he's hidden behind TJ Watt's left butt cheek? Because you can't even see him because he's hidden behind a butt cheek. Not even full set of buttocks. Not all the gluteus maximus, just a gluteus, no maximus.
Minimus, if you will.
Gluteus. That's my new name for Jaret Patterson. He's Gluteus Minimus.
Devin Singletary is 5'7". There's
5'7".
1 inch difference.
Who?
Devin Singletary.
Who the wants Devin Singletary on their dynasty roster?
Okay.
Not me.
I think Jaret Patterson is a better runner of
So
the
do I.
football
So do
than
I.
Devin Singletary.
I agree.
is.
with
Okay,
that.
that's fair too. But guess what?
Devin Singletary's been a starter in this league.
Okay, are you starting him on your dynasty team?
I might have to flex him.
Yeah, good luck winning a championship with that turd fur growing on your roster.
All I'm saying is to completely say I'm out because he's 5'6", I think is irresponsible.
Gluteus Minimus.
He's out on Gluteus Minimus.
I'm out. I'm in the 4th round because I like his tape. I do. I think he's a good football running back, just not a good NFL running back.
I know we don't normally tape these, but this might need to go up somewhere.
Gluteus Minimus in the Trojan War.
Get him out there.
Oh, this is going on YouTube.
It better.
Great. Gluteus Minimus is dominating the YouTube.
I want track record when I get this right.
I heard The Rock is starting the XFL back up, and he's looking for some ballers. Jaret Patterson can help excel. That's where he belongs. Like, he needs to shine.
Gluteus Minimus on the back of his jersey. They can write whatever they want, right?
Gluteus Minimus. Like, Minimus.
He
What?
hate me.
Like, Jaret Patterson, he's talented enough. Like, he needs to go. I want to see him go somewhere and ball. Obviously, get paid in the NFL, but, like, he's not. Dude, I'm telling you. I don't have my balls out, but he's not going to shine.
So you're completely out because we've been not clear on this.
I'm not.
Are you? See, you are out. You want him in the XFL. You are all the way out. I will not stand for this.
Listen,
you are either all in or all out.
I will get one share of Gluteus Minimus on one of my teams. In the 4th round, he'll be available, and I will never once bring him off my practice squad, and he'll be cut because he's going to sign into an XFL and start there. And I'm like, see, told you, Gluteus Minimus, superstar.
He's
XFL.
out. He's out.
Rock.
If you take any credit for if he is even remotely successful, I will blast you.
I can't wait to see his head stand next to The Rock's genitalia. Tell him about how glad he is that he excelled at XFL.
The Rock is so tall.
He is so tall.
And Gluteus Minimus is so short. I thought he was 5'8". I was all stoked to talk about him today. You guys coming today? He's like, you only measure at 5'6". I'm like, oh shit, kebab. This guy's not it.
Kebab.
I got shoes bigger than this guy. I got tiny feet.
We move on, please.
All right, so Gluteus Minimus, where are you taking him? What round?
I would take him in the 3rd. I'd feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, I would have no problem taking him in the 3rd. And it depends on a lot of it will depend on draft capital and stuff like that as well. But
I would take him before Rich, clearly. So Rich won't have any shares in the leagues that I'm in.
And for the record, I would absolutely take him above Trey Sermon.
Okay.
I don't disagree. How about that? I don't disagree with that.
Let's see.
And I love him. I mean, he's a much more talented running back.
He's instantly a Dynasty Nerd Show legend.
For sure.
Out the gate.
Absolutely.
So,
can we get a Gluteus Minimus
Where do we
t-shirt?
have him in the nerd score, Garrett?
I have him right now at a 71.9. So I actually have him over Jamar Jefferson.
Can we just get a t-shirt for Rich to wear? Gluteus Minimus?
Yep.
For the podcast, please.
Tight buttocks.
Combining 2020 and 2021, he is our RB13 currently.
That's not bad.
Not too shabby.
Yeah. Not too
he's
shabby.
right.
So
behind,
who's he around
He's right
from last
behind
year?
Jamar Jefferson. He's actually just slightly by a hair above Michael Carter.
Okay. There we go.
Going into this podcast, when I saw before we recorded, I said, God, there's some guys in here that I like. I think I have some good upside. Gluteus Minimus was the guy. I loved his tape, even though again, very very poor competition. I mean, his defenses he played were pretty terrible. He's got tons of carries, and I mean.
He was a top player in the MAC. He got the Vern Smith Leadership Award. He got the MAC Offensive Player of the Year Award.
Mini-Me in Austin Powers.
I don't know. So I mean, he was like the best player to come out of the MAC, basically. I mean,
he
and
was a C2C MVP.
That's
if you
true.
have him in a campus to can't league, he dominated because of the stats he put up.